Thank you for tuning in. Stuart, Gold Middle Distance Races. Somebody asked me to cover the 1987 World Championship final and the 1988 Olympic final, 1500 meters. So we're going with the 87 first. These two races, probably in 1985-86, Cram was expected to win to bring 2 gold medals to Great Britain and keep Britain's dominance in the mile and 1500 going. Let's see what happened. So here we are. I do apologize for the picture quality. I really did search around on the internet and I could not find a really good quality recording. There was one with American commentary, but it looked like it's been taken from a VHS tape and the picture's jumping around all over the place. So, well, we'll have to do the best we can. So Cram was coming into this the favourite. There are some good runners in this field. There's Steve Scott, Spivey, obviously Abdi, Bile, Jens Peter Herold. But Cram really, given that he was more or less supreme in 85 and 86, was a hot favourite for this race. I don't know what his form was overall for 1987. I know that he could be a bit patchy at this time in his career, so if anybody could maybe add in the comments if there were any signs that Cram was going to struggle in this final, that he was going to be unthinkably beaten. I believe that I watched the final in 1987, and it wasn't an easy final to watch, I must admit. But so Cram is obviously, he's taken up pole position there. I'm not quite sure why he's gone to the front like that. I wouldn't normally expect him to sort of lead at this stage, but he's let somebody else take it on with 2 laps to go there. Not really a fast race, of course. Quite, you know, very slow first lap, and but you can see they're starting to wind it up there. And if you see, they've gone through 203, 204 really, very, very slow. It's like some of the sort of time to what Cohen Ovet were running in the 1500 meter final in Moscow. So I'm not too sure what Abdi Bile's form had been in 1987. I mean, Cram really is in a good position here. He's run a good race, and he's not really run wide or anything. He's not really had any trouble in this race that I can see. He hasn't been bumped or barged, but he's in the lead here, and he must be feeling confident. He must be feeling confident to have taken it at the front there, that he could beat anybody from any position. But that's not how it worked out. So Bile is tracking him. He's very close to him. So inside 54 for that lap. I remember watching this thinking Bile is very close to him. But I still thought Cram would do it. I still thought that he would get there. But I must admit, at this point, I was starting to have doubts, and the way that Bile went past Cram there.
He can't. Abdi Bile is in front, and Cram has lost the gold. Gonzalez comes into
Look at that finish by Abdi Bile. It's absolutely superb. Beautiful runner as well. Look at the stride length. Fantastic. And Cram, very, very sadly.
And Steve Cram jogs across the line, disconsolate.
That was unbelievable.
In 8th place.
That finish by Abdi Bile was. I don't know if anybody's got his last 200 meters. I know that he ran the fastest ever last 800.
What he feared is what happened. The legs, which have let him down in fast finishes earlier this year.
Obviously, he's a worthy winner.
At the very moment he wanted them to.
Well, Alan, this is the fear that we've had all.
Let's just go back then and just have a look at that last sort of 300 meters. See where it went wrong for Steve Cram. So at this point here on the back straight, last lap, you know,
the battle will be between Bile and Cram.
He's looking okay here.
Gonzalez well placed to the Spaniard. Bile looking very, very
but
good. Cram knows he's
the way that Abdi Bile
there.
went past him, I mean, he just left him for dead.
Abdi Bile is in front, and Cram has lost the goal.
He's left them all for dead, in fact. It looks like Steve Ovett in 1977 in Dusseldorf, the way that he's taken off like that.
Abdi Bile gold. Gonzalez Silva.
But why did
Finally the
Cram
bronze,
completely
and Steve
die in the
Cram
home
jumps
straight?
across the line. Disconsolate.
That's really strange. To be honest with you, this is the first time I've rewatched this race. I've only seen it I'd only seen it once when I watched it in 1987. I've not really wanted to watch it again because it was such a wretched race from a British point of view. I've never, I mean, for him to collapse like that in the last 100 meters, I'm sure that somebody can enlighten me there. What happened to Cram, and why did his form collapse so completely? Why did such reliable legs over 300 meters, you know, that could run like a 53-second last lap off 2 minutes 36 on a world record 1500? What happened to his legs? They just seemed to turn to rubber. Well, I don't know. But congratulations to Abdi Bile. He's a worthy winner. And I mean, although in my opinion, Abdi Bile did not get to the kind of heights that Cram and Ovett got to, he was a fine runner in the late 80s. Obviously, he didn't set any world records, but I believe he best time 3:31 for the 1500. I'm not sure what his best time for the mile was. He didn't set any world records, but he looked very impressive there. And I know that he edged out Coe in the 1989 World Cup. So yeah, he was a fine athlete. But this race for me is more about Steve Cram's collapse and failure. Let me know what your thoughts are. Bye for now.